If you're looking for a city to visit in West Michigan this summer, look no further than Muskegon. The Lakeshore staple has a lot to offer, whether you're considering a move or a day trip. Joining us on set today is Muskegon Mayor Ken Johnson and City Manager Jonathan Seyferth. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Our pleasure.
So housing is a big issue for every city. What is Muskegon doing to make sure that there's housing for everybody who wants to live there?
Well, the city's actually initiated a housing infill program, and we're actually using some of our ARPA dollars for that.
Okay.
And one of our target audiences is individuals or families that are within that 80 to 100% of the area median income. So we're really trying to make sure that we're building houses for people who currently live in the community, who have jobs, and we want to make sure we're able to keep them. On the private sector side, there's a lot of different development that's going on in housing. We have mixed-use developments going on right on the water. We have a project that was finished at Terrace Point Landing rather recently that has condos and single-family homes as well. And there are many other examples throughout the community where we have different housing projects going on and multifamily projects as well.
Good way to use that money. Well, from homes to businesses, there are a lot of very cool businesses in Muskegon. What are you guys doing to attract businesses and keep them?
Yeah, so we're trying to build out an entrepreneurial ecosystem to not only support our residents getting into entrepreneurship and starting up their own businesses, but to attract businesses from afar to either relocate or to grow in Muskegon. And so we've got a phenomenal development services team to support already established or budding entrepreneurs to get off the ground in Muskegon. And we also have programs like Kitchen 242 at our farmers market to rent out space for people that want to be caterers or restaurateurs or sell products at farmers market. Or even have some vendors there that sell at Meyer, but use Kitchen 242. And then we have the Western Market Chalets, which is 17 different chalets down in the heart of our city that are low cost of entry point for folks to test out and build their brand and then transition to a brick and mortar space elsewhere downtown.
That's a great way to check out a lot of things and not too much time too. So there are a lot of lakeshore cities in West Michigan. What makes Muskegon special?
That sounds like a mayor question.
Yeah.
Muskegon, so I like to say I'm the mayor of the magnificent city of Muskegon, and it truly is magnificent. We have just amazing natural resources, wonderful cultural assets, and just good people in our community. And so it's a vibrant, revitalizing community, and we certainly welcome people to come visit. We welcome people to live, to work, to play, stay, and grow with us.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to hit the beach.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
convenient, parking right there. So there's still a lot of COVID money out there. I know you mentioned some of what you're using it for. Anything else that is on the docket that you're using it for?
Yeah, we're going to be investing more than $4 million in our parks. So we have 34 programmable parks within the city. That's not counting little parklets or fountains or things of that nature, but parks where you can actually get out and enjoy activities. We're going to be investing money into those parks to make sure that there are amenities there for the folks in the neighborhood, folks who are visiting us. And so we're going to be getting input from the community as we go through to determine what those updates will look like. That first phase will be happening beginning of this fiscal year, which is July 1st. And then we'll continue it probably over the next 2 years to get that input to figure out where those dollars are going to be most effective.
Oh, Ken and Jonathan, go ahead. No.
Well, we're in the process of reviving our Parks and Recreation Department, formerly known as Leisure Services, that was dissolved about 15 years ago. And so this money that we're able to allocate towards that is really timely in that process. So we recently hired a Parks and Recreation Director. We've just created a Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee that's going to be made up of citizens across our city, as well as representative for our local Muskegon Public Schools, so we can coordinate closely with them. And then we're doing a comprehensive update to our Parks and Recreation Master Plan so that we can develop a parks system and recreational programming that serves the needs of our communities today and going forward into the future. And so we're so grateful to have those extra resources from the federal government.
Big things to come in Muskegon and Parks and Rec. I can't wait to see that. Yeah. Ken and Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Sue?